What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. And of course, when you see my man Jeremiah, we're going around the NFL. And today was the big and final playoff game for the opening round of the playoffs. The Houston Texans take out the Steelers. What was the score? 30-6.
Yeah, they got out.
And it was crazy because the Texans defense is just tenacious, extremely tenacious. And they look like they're a championship defense. And what we saw is a team that was focused on actually, destroying the Steelers. We saw Aaron Rodgers just seem like towards the end of the game, like he just didn't care. He was just throwing the ball up for grabs. And they're saying this might be his final season, but it's also one of those things where, that made his final pass would have been a pick six. That's pretty crazy for this. But again, like I said, the Texans, they look good. Defensively, they were attacking the whole game. C.J. Stroud seemed like he was ready to give up the game, like he was doing his best Trevor Lawrence impression. The difference was that he was actually giving up the turnovers. So what was your thoughts on the game?
Hey, Tom Brady last pass in New England was a pick six.
Yes. Yes.
That was his last pass. So that's how legends go out, I guess. But Tom Brady, he got a chance to redeem himself in Tampa Bay. Man, the defense for the Houston Texans, man, elite. We knew this. Right. We knew it was going to be elite coming in, and they've been elite all the way through the entire season.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out what is their weakness for the Houston Texans defense, because they got a strong forward front. They can get a pass rush. They got a good secondary. I guess between the linebackers and secondary, I guess that would be, if you want to call it a weak point. You know what I mean? Because they're all over the place, man. They're all over the place with their tackling. They don't miss anything, man. I'm talking about like the Steelers were struggling. The Steelers is a mediocre offense. So whenever you face an elite defense like that, they're going to look like that almost every single time.
Right.
They only scored 6 points off 2 field goals. There was no touchdowns. They weren't threatening to get into the end zone. They were never scared. There was one time that Aaron Rodgers should have aired the ball out to DK Metcalf when he threw the ball to Adam Thielen, because you had DK Metcalf. Actually, he was beating the coverage.
Yeah,
Once
he beat the coverage.
Yeah, that's the one time he should have aired it out at that point in time. That might have could have changed the game, but man, the Houston Texas defense is stingy, man. Really stingy.
Well, not only that, it's hard to talk about where their weaknesses is, because the only way they would have a weakness is possibly due to injury, because their team is just that stout. Like, if you notice, Derek Stingley's name wasn't said in the game at all, which means that whoever the hell he was defending, he shut him completely down. And that's one of those situations where it's like, no matter how you look at it, there's no way to sit up there and go against this defense and think that you're going to do anything. Because, I mean, you're talking about not only were they making tackles, getting sacks, and everything else, they were also sitting up there getting turnovers as well. Like, this was not a joke of a defense. And like I said, their corners are so aggressive and shut stuff down. So, like, man, I guess their one weakness is the penalties. That could possibly be their one weakness, because they are ultra aggressive. That's something where a team could take advantage of that. but I don't see any team in the playoffs being able to take advantage of that. And we'll talk about the upcoming playoff games for the divisional round. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there was nothing that was going on there, and now the conversation is, of course, Aaron Rodgers' future.
Yep.
Not only that, we're about to hear
Yep. You
the
already know it.
whiny
Yep.
Steelers fans
About to happen.
talk about Mike Tomlin needing to go.
Yep.
And I'm going to say this. I don't care what the hell his record is in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tomlin get fired. Look, Dan Quinn is cool, but yeah. Hey, we can let him go
Oh
for Mike
man.
Tomlin. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
'Cause, hey,
Like,
hey. I'm trying to tell you, I would. You know what? For Mike Tomlin, I hate if they let him go, but at the same time, I hope they let him go so the Steelers can suck for a long time, and so
so the fans.
they can understand, so they can feel it, understand, and know exactly how it feels. You know what I'm saying, to be drafting at the top all the time, always trying to rebuild, and so they can appreciate Mike Tomlin for what he did while he was there, carrying a behind 8-8, 9-8, 10-7, whatever it was, because with the mediocre team. They only have a quarterback. They got Aaron Rodgers. He had a winning record with Kenny Pickett as quarterback,
Exactly.
and Mr. Bisky.
And
Like,
Mason Rudolph.
yeah, Mason. You know what I'm saying? All these quarterbacks that he's had, that's really ain't worth the 2 cents other than being a backup quarterback. He's made the playoffs with all of them. That
Right.
should tell you. And the washed up Ben Roethlisberger. You know what I'm saying? We're
Exactly.
talking about wash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, they don't know they don't know what they
Well,
got until it's
like you
gone.
said, they'll appreciate it once they've gone from just having three coaches in their entire year to getting ready to have like 12 in the
Yeah,
upcoming
yeah,
season, in the upcoming years.
yeah. Oh, but going back to the game, the Steelers defense played good. They got 3 turnovers on CJ.
Not only that, you saw the move from Jalen Ramsey from corner to safety made a big difference.
Yeah,
And that I think that helped them stick with the Texans offense, because they,
yeah,
like you said, their defense played played very well against the offense. I
yeah.
mean, again, they came away with three takeaways.
Three
They
takeaways.
came
He was
away
he,
with three takeaways in that game, and they were getting pressure on CJ Stroud the whole game.
he did.
So I mean, the Steelers, again, Mike Tomlin especially is defense. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? And that defense stepped up. The problem Mike Tomlin has always had is that he just can't find the correct offensive coordinator.
Yep.
But again, we what we saw is something that's big, something that's huge when it comes to the Houston Texans, because again, the defense is its championship level right now.
Mm-hmm.
All they need CJ Stroud to do is not give the game up. As long as he don't get a game up, they're fine. But again, yeah, this was this the game didn't seem like a blowout
Nah,
until the defensive touchdown.
yeah,
Once the defensive touchdown happened, that's when you saw everything go off the rails for the Steelers.
yeah,
And after that happened, the Steelers just went into the hole. Then all of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers had the fumble. They sat up there, they ran that back for a touchdown, which was the first defensive touchdown. Then I think it was I think they did the pick six and got that
yeah,
on the touchdown.
yeah,
So it got bad once the first
yeah.
defensive touchdown happened.
But the score doesn't tell the story of the actual the game. That's as far as how close the game was throughout
Yeah,
the entirety of the game, because that happened like late fourth quarter.
late fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
mid to late fourth quarter, right?
yeah, and then the Houston Texans did get the running game. They got the running game going. They did have that going. Um, you had I think Mark. Yeah, he was over 100 yards.
Yeah, he had over 100. Yeah.
And then he got a touchdown in the end at the end of the game. You know, that was piling on.
Hmm.
So the Pittsburgh Steelers defense played pretty good. They played good enough to win the game if they had help from the offense. But then again, you can't. They had a mediocre offense going against the elite of the mostly NFL defense in the game right now. They the number one. Like you what are you going to do about that? They don't. I'm looking at it. I guess one of their weaknesses would be if I don't know you a mistake. That's it. That's their weakness. They got to make a mistake. They got to fall on the ground. They got to slip.
Yeah, like I
It's
said,
confusing.
it's the penalties. It's the
Yeah,
penalties. That's the
yeah,
only thing that I can see being a weakness. Again, with now what we're seeing as the lineup for the playoffs, I don't see the Patriots having an answer for that defense. We
yeah,
might see Drake May play worse than he did in the game against the Chargers, which is nowhere, that defense is nowhere near what the Houston Texans defense is.
yeah.
So, I mean,
I
that's going to be something.
I think for the Patriots for Drake May to even look remotely good against this defense, they would have to get like the Patriots would have to get takeaways from CJ Stroud on their side of the field, like
Mhm.
on the Texas side of the field when they got the ball. They would have to get their Texas. They had to get their at least around the 35. So he has a short field to work with.
Well,
If he has to go 80, 70 yards every single time, it's not going to be a good day for the Patriots. I tell you that much.
well, I mean, and the only other thing that might be their weakness, and this is something I'm just now thinking about, if a team was to go 4 and 5 wide,
Mm,
then maybe, but that also involves you being able to hold up long enough against that Houston defensive line
yeah.
to throw the ball that
Hmm.
often to go up against maybe their third or fourth, well, their fourth or fifth string corner.
Yeah.
So I mean that's but that's a tough ass. That's a
Yeah.
very tough ass. So but
That
I
might be a
mean
defensive game. That
yeah,
might be
but
a defensive game.
yeah. And again, like I said, we're watching it in real time. Like I said,
Yeah.
the Houston Texans, they have that championship defense. They
Yeah, they
really
do.
do. So,
They do.
yeah, man. And again, like I said, we talked about it. This is the second game in this wild card round that was actually like close. It was
Yeah.
close. It was a close game
Yep.
until the end. So
Yep.
yeah, so that I mean that's crazy. But yeah, so the Texans move on. So now we're going to talk about what's the current lineup that's going to happen. So right now, what we're seeing is I think it's Buffalo and I just had it up. Um so it's the Texans versus the Patriots,
Yep.
Buffalo versus Chicago. I mean
Broncos.
Denver,
Yep.
and we got well, let me put it in the right category. So on Saturday, it's going to be Denver and Buffalo,
Yep.
the early Saturday game. Then the game after that will be, I think it's the 49ers and Seattle will be the
Yep.
late game on Saturday. Then on the opposite side, you're going to have the early game is going to be the Patriots and the Texans. And then the later game, which is a 6 o'clock game, is going to be the Bears and the 49, the Bears and the 49ers.
Rams.
The
Rams.
Rams. I don't know why I said that again, but yeah, the Bears and the Rams. So we got the lineup now. So
Yeah.
in this further divisional round or semifinal round,
Yeah.
here we are now. So we'll just go through the games. Like, okay, we'll start with the first game, the first Saturday game, Broncos and the Bills. Who you got in that game?
Oh, boy, these games are good. These games are good. We know one thing: the Broncos are gonna have this game close.
Mhm.
They've been doing it all year. Regardless, they win by 3 or they might lose by 3.
Right.
But it's going to be that close. With Josh Allen, Josh Allen got that. I don't know how bad his injury to his finger is because after the game is over,
Yeah,
you know
they
how
talked
stuff starts
about
to
it.
swell up. I don't
Hmm.
know how bad it is. But this is Josh Allen, his shot to make it to the Super Bowl, considering Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and Pat Mahomes not in the playoffs, but he still got to go against Sean Payton's offense. Um, you know what? I want to take the. You know what? I'm gonna take the Bills. I'm gonna take the Bills or the Broncos. I'm going to take. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bills or the Broncos. I feel like Josh Allen gonna figure out how to get it done with him and his offensive line. It's going to be it's going to be a close game. It won't be no game. The Broncos are not going to turn the ball over like Trevor Lawrence did.
Right.
Um, you know what I mean? So, and the thing is, it's going to take all of Josh Allen. I mean, all of him,
Yeah, to
because
beat them.
his receivers won't be getting open. Not like that.
Yeah,
Not on this game.
not on that secondary. No.
Yeah. It will not be. They will not be getting open like that. So it's going to take all of him. I mean, every last bit of him, rushing, passing, pump faking, just to get free the receiver up just for a little bit. Something. It's going to take all of him, man. But if it's any year, it's going to be this year.
I want to go Bills, but I also want to go Broncos. And the
Yeah.
reason why is because if the Broncos do what they've been doing the whole season, want to turn it on in the fourth quarter, this may be dangerous for them.
Yeah.
The problem is that Josh Allen just can't do it against everybody. Like what he did in Jacksonville was absolutely amazing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like he really put that team on his back and he did a fantastic job. But it's hard for me to believe that he's going to be able to have that type of impact again
Yeah.
dealing with the Broncos defense. The Broncos offense hasn't been great. So that's another aspect to it. They make plays, but they haven't been making a lot of plays. So for that, I mean, I'm going to go Broncos. I mean, it's hard to go with them, but I just think that probably defensively they'll shut down the Bills' biggest attack, which is going to be Josh Allen, and I think that that's not enough. So I'm going Broncos in this one. The next one is the 49ers and the Seahawks. What you got there?
Yeah. Oh, great game. Great game. It's going to be here in Seattle. I already know those fans. They here around. They got their fireworks working ready here. As soon as the Seattle wins any game, it's the 4th of July out here because fireworks they're completely legal around here. It's this game is really honestly it's up to two people because I know what Seattle defense is going to do.
Right.
I have no doubt of what they're able to do. But it depends on how Sam Darnold plays this game, and it also depends on how Brock Purdy plays. Because Brock Purdy, he can turn the ball over real quick too. They
Right.
both can be a turnover prone machines. But if Sam Darnold plays game manager, they'll win. I think they'll win. There's no problem. But considering this game's in Seattle, I think they went to San Francisco and won a
Yeah,
couple
they
weeks
beat
ago.
them. Yeah, they beat them in
Yeah,
San
I think they beat
Francisco.
them in San Fran. I'm gonna go with Seattle. This is gonna be a really tight game. You got to think about Kittles. He's out. The 49ers are losing. They have everybody and mama out. I think if they can make it past this game, they were talking about bringing back what's the name from the defense? My goodness, their main player.
Fred Warner.
Yeah, Fred Warner. They was talking about, hey, if he can get past the game, maybe he can make an NFC Championship game. They can bring him back. But he's not going to make it back for this game. They're talking about NFC Championship game. But he's not playing. They have a lot of holes. Like you said, you said last episode, you said I don't know, you said something about God's team or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they get through all these injuries and they make it happen. But I think it comes to the end in Seattle on Saturday.
Well, I think the big matchup is going to be Kyle Shanahan versus Sam Darnold. Is Kyle Shanahan going to
Yeah.
know enough about Sam Darnold to be like, okay, because we've seen it.
Yeah.
If you put pressure on Sam Darnold, he's going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And that is a recipe for disaster. And like you said, the 49ers has been God's team because it don't matter what injuries they have, man, they have been winning. And I don't understand how they do it. I don't understand what's going on with them doing it, but it is. And we're seeing a divisional game in the playoffs. So we know it's
Yeah.
going to be a tight game. It's not going to be a blowout. Not only that, we saw the impact of the 49ers in their receiving core. Now, the Seattle secondary is very strong, but the way Kyle Shanahan schemes up his guys to get
Yeah.
open, that becomes a major problem. And I'm not even certain who is really going to be able to stick with Christian McCaffrey in this game. And again, if Brock Purdy does go out, they got Mac Jones sitting right there waiting. So
Yeah.
this is going to be a very tough game, very grueling game. Defensively, Seattle's better. Something's telling me to go with the 49ers. I think it's the
Okay.
God connection. I don't know what it is, but I mean they've been finding a way to get through it, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's so crazy to say it though, but I'm gonna go 49ers. I think that
Okay.
Kyle Shanahan knows a lot about Sam Darnold, and
Yeah.
we've seen Sam Darnold in the playoffs before make
Yeah.
massive mistakes. So I'm gonna go to 49ers in this one.
It's that Super Bowl being hosted in San Fran. That's what it is.
Oh, that's what it is. That's
Yeah,
what it
that's
is.
what it is. Because listen, if it must have been destiny if they make the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. Oh man, what? That'll be crazy. So the next game we're gonna be is it's actually the Patriots and the Texans at
Yeah.
3 o'clock on Sunday. Who you got in that game?
I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you this. I'm taking Texas on this one all
Yeah.
day on this one. I'm taking the Texans because it's gonna take a heck of a defensive effort for the Patriots to win because I don't see their offense doing too much. I can see the offense honestly scoring about 16 points. I can see them
Mhm.
scoring 16 points. But it's gonna be a lot of field goals taken, maybe one touchdown. One touchdown, the rest field goals. I can see that. I can literally see that happening on what, the Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday.
Yeah,
It's
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah,
It's the
it's
first
just
game
Sunday. Yeah,
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah, yeah. I think this is the first time Drake May gets really tested when he get pushed at the middle. He gets a lot of pressure off front four alone.
Hmm.
Now, when you can tell how good a quarterback is when they already got receivers and the front four is getting home, and they sometimes they can cut up the secondary. A lot of times they can't. But that's all depends on how good the quarterback is. To be honest with you, and honestly how good the receivers are too. It takes everything. But if you're a mediocre quarterback, it'll start telling in. I think we give Drake May another year or so. I think he can make it to elite status. Uh, but until then, man, I see Texan defense. The number they did on Steelers today, and the number they did on quite a few teams
Yeah.
throughout the entire season, from preseason all the way down to the postseason. It's
Uh-huh.
it's telling you their defense has been the same the entire time. At
Right.
least when you have the starting unit out there the entire time. I've
Right.
seen it.
So I'm going Texans too. I don't think Drake May will have it against them. I think this is going to be the most devastating defense that they'll see or that
Yeah,
they've seen, period, throughout the whole season. And I think that this is one that can really get them in trouble. Not only that, I think we might, like I said it earlier, I think we're going to actually see the Drake may have a even worse game than we saw against the Chargers. And we saw how close that game was. I
yeah,
don't think this game is going to be that close. I
right,
think the defense is going to come up big in this game and they're going to give fits to that offensive line. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we probably won't see a running game with the Patriots at all. And I think we're going to see Drake May trying to just pass the ball and being like in trouble the whole game. So for that, I got the Texans. I got the Texans big in that game because I think that CJ Stroud gets it together, understanding what type of game he had tonight. So, yeah, so I'm going Texans in that game. Last but not least is the Rams versus the Chicago Bears. This is in Chicago.
Chicago.
So,
Mhm.
we seen the Rams last year.
Yeah,
Cold weather in Philadelphia didn't go well. Now we're talking about Chicago, 12 times colder than Philadelphia. And they're going up against a team that defensively look like they're trying to get it together. Since
Yep.
they've benched Tyreek Stevens and went with Nashawn Wright as the full-time starter, the secondary has been looking way more stronger. Now I know Jaquan Brisker got hurt and they lost somebody else. Oh, they lost Edwards
Mm-hmm.
on defense. So with that, this is going to be a big game for the Rams and the
Ooh.
Bears. Who you got in this game?
This game is at what time?
That's the 6 o'clock
Ooh.
game.
Ooh, so
Six
that's
thirty,
that's
six
that's
o'clock
Central
or
time.
six
So it,
thirty.
it, it it'd be like 5:30 in Central time.
Right.
So I mean, I'm looking at the weather. I'm looking at the weather. That's on Sunday. Oh, so the high 16, the low
Oh,
the low is gonna be 6, and it says snowing on there. So I don't know. I don't know. The wind is gonna be 14 miles. Listen, with all that being said, I was in boot camp in Chicago around this time of year.
hmm.
Literally around this time of year. I missed the 81-point game from Kobe. I missed the Texans versus USC with Vince Young. Vince Young.
Uh,
I missed that national championship game. That was all through those winter months of
being in Chicago.
2005, 2006. It was cold. It's freezing. The Rams, I'm not getting them a shot. Not if it's that cold.
Wow.
I'm not in that weather.
Right,
Not in
right,
that
right.
weather. It's gonna be freezing. Matt Stafford been playing the dome his whole entire career. You know what I'm saying?
And in the warm weather.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you're right. Right. So now he's in the war. That's my like he played Detroit and then he went to LA. LA already had a dome. I think by the time he get there, I think LA had the dome. But either way, it's still warm weather.
right.
Uh, and Caleb Williams, his tied 2 years, he's been in Chicago. Now he was used to playing in warm weather, but now he's used to playing in cold weather. He is just
He's
something
got
he
he's
got to deal
gotten
with.
he's gotten used to it now.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
in fact, the whole team. You're talking about the whole team because they're playing in that north where it's cold often, and you play all these teams that
yeah.
play in those cold environments. So it's like you're basically used to it.
Hey,
You were used to the Green Bay cold. You're used to the Minnesota cold, and here you are in Chicago,
true.
used to that cold. So
Them coaches be feeling it. The coaches, you can tell the difference between the coaches on the sideline. Hey, remember, buddy, from Miami Dolphins? What's that coach name? Just got fired.
Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, Mike McDaniel. You seen him out in the cold last year?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
thing
right,
nose all red. He was looking. He didn't look comfortable. He can't even call,
right.
call, call plays. Right. That's gonna be Sean McVay. That's gonna be Sean McVay on goddamn Sunday. Good Lord.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is that I'm actually with you because even when you think about Devontae Adams, he's
Yeah.
another one. His past two, he went to the Jets,
Nah, that was half the
that
season.
yeah, but you talking about he was with the Vegas and he's now in LA. So
He did play for Green Bay though.
yeah, he was there, but I think that being away from Green Bay for so long,
So long. Yeah, I know how it is.
you may forget how cold it get in
Hey,
Chicago.
listen, I understand because listen, I was living in Southern Cali for 6 years
You're right.
and moved up here, and now, so things change. Yeah, you forget how it is in cold weather. You're like, man, I can't believe I got your bones start feeling different after being that warm weather for so long. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm with you. I'm actually going, I'm going with the Bears as well, which would be so crazy, man. Do you
Yeah,
understand that if it goes the way that we're thinking, it could
yeah,
be the Bears 49ers in
and
the
the NFC
NFC Championship game?
Championship. That'd be crazy. Because for one, no one expecting the Bears to get there, and then no
Yeah,
one expecting the 49ers to get there with all the injuries.
right, exactly, exactly. And I think that's the thing that's been the wildest. Not only that, on the opposite side, we're talking about we could see the Texans
That's, yeah,
de-
right. Yeah,
defensive led,
yeah.
possibly going up against the Broncos or the Bills.
You know what's crazy about this CJ Stroud 3rd year in the league. He got 3 playoff wins.
3 playoff wins.
You
Yep.
know how many he tied Cam Newton for it. 3 playoff wins his entire career.
Dang.
I
Yeah,
just
that
his entire career he got 3. They both got 3-3 in his 3rd year. He got 3.
and
Even though he hadn't made it past second divisional round
mhm.
ever. The fact of the matter is he still got 3. He got 3 wild card wins.
And what's even more crazy is that the way we're talking about it, like understand that last year people was talking about it was a down year for CJ Stroud.
Yeah,
So even now you're talking about even this year, people are like, he's having a down year. And it's like, this
yeah,
man has gotten his team
yeah.
into the playoffs all 3 of his years in the league.
All
Like,
3 years in the league, man.
so I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, as much as people talk about it and say it, he's been fantastic. He's been the shining star that 2024, 2023 NFL draft.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
he's
definitely.
been the shining star from that. And even though we're seeing Bryce Young come up now, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's been very good. So with that being said, y'all tell us what y'all think down in the comments below. Y'all tell us, how do y'all feel about these upcoming games? Who do you got picking? Who do you got going forward in these games? We'll be back after the game, so we're actually going to be back this weekend.
Yeah, no
'Cause,
doubt. No doubt. These
uh,
games are coming.
man,
Good
and they
game.
coming fast. They coming
Yeah.
rapid. And more than likely, Jeremiah will probably. I guess not. I don't even. You probably ain't even got your picks or nothing like that going on. But
No, not yet, not yet. But I get them going. I get them going.
but y'all tell us what y'all think in the comments below. Other than that, this has been your man John Fortune, along with my man Jeremiah Street, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.